What up, what up, what up? Ace Boogie. I just wanted to let niggas know that I will be doing interviews in the near future, probably about in the next 2-3 weeks. Um, just catching up with folks, you know, trying to promote their shit and promote my own little spot as well, you know. Plus, I'm nosy as fuck. I just be wanting to catch up, be wanting to find out what's going on. That's that Libra in me. Anyway, I seen my probation officer, well, my ex-probation officer, the other day. He came into my job. I hadn't seen him in some years. And, I appreciate him. Even though, I had to pull some whole shit to get off probation, but I hated probation. And I hated doing community service. I really did. I felt like a motherfucking slave. I did that shit for 2 days. And I was supposed to do 60 hours of community service and pay a $2,500 fine. And I was on 5 years probation. That's a whole bunch of shit. A whole bunch of shit. Anyway, so I did 2 days of community service. And it was hot. It was during the summer. And I was sweating like a bitch. I think it was like 90 degrees out in that motherfucker. I don't know. Wasn't no breeze coming through that bitch. It felt like I was in a swampland or some shit. Straight awful. I think I did that Saturday and Sunday. So that Monday, I got up, threw on some basketball shorts, a white tee, and went on down to the probation officer and asked if I could switch, like if I could work at the dog shelter or some shit. Like if it's something else I could do besides picking up motherfucking trash. That's not the move. It's hot. I'm already black. I don't tan, but I get blacker. Blacker. So it's like shit. But as I'm talking to him, I noticed that he ain't even looking at my face. Like he would look at my face like, then he look down at my dick. And then he look up at my face again and, he try to look away, but then I'd catch him looking at my dick again. So I made Leroy, get a little happy. At least I moved him around a little bit. I said, I'm pretty sure it's something we could work out. Something I could do for you to get me off this community service. I gave him my private cell number. The number he ain't really know about. And told him to call me when he get off. He looked shook at first, and I didn't think he was gonna call. And he didn't that night. But maybe like 3 days later, he did. We set up a little time. I went over to his house. He blessed me with some good head. Let's say alright head. I ain't gonna give out no fake props. It was alright. Anyway, he signed off on a little certificate that said I completed 40 hours of community service. So, bam. I did my community service. And then they transferred me to another probation officer who was like, he was a hard ass. He kept trying to give me drug tests and preach to me about what I should be doing. But at the time, hoeing was my only job. I was doing porn. I was making money. I had no desire to work no 9 to 5. Nah, shit. And if me telling you I did porn made you feel less of me, then oh well, bitch. I still don't want to pay you this probation fee. And I still ain't got the money to do so. And I had the money, but you ain't getting it. So I hit up my old probation officer, you know, the brain giver. And I asked him, I was like, is that something we could work out? I can get rid of this fine. Yeah, like he was pimping me to my it's gonna cost you. Anyway, I found out he had a boyfriend. I go over, I bang both of them out. He got rid of my $2,500 fine. I guess dick is a powerful thing. When I wanted to get my divorce. Okay, so I was married for a long time. I don't know, not too many people know that, but I was married for a long time. Maybe like 11 years. And when I filed for divorce, I did it through one of my childhood attorneys. I don't know if a lot of people know about mock trial or whatnot, but I was in mock trial when I was a kid in school. And my attorney, I could always tell that, he was gay. He wasn't like flamboyant, but I've been fucking since I was 7. So I peeped. But I never pushed on him, you know what I'm saying? I think I was in the 8th, 9th grade, something like that. So I ain't push on him. But here I am, a married man, filing for divorce and shit. And I go to him and ask him for help. And, he takes on the case. And so, I don't know how we got on the subject of sex. Maybe he approached it. Maybe he said something, but I don't even quite remember. But he introduces me to his man, and he asked me if I would be willing to clean his house on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, for like 2 hours. And that would pay for my divorce since, I really didn't have the money to pay him what he was due. So I was like, yeah, I could do that. And he said, yeah, you could do that for about 3 months and, you'll be paid in full. He said, but you got to do it naked. I said, what? He said, you got to do it naked. So I was like, okay. So I cleaned in the nude for maybe about a month. But his husband was this like real overweight dude. He stank. Like, he smelled like sweaty feet and stank balls or some shit. Like, he just wasn't right. But he kept trying me. Which I am walking around your house butt booty naked. I am cleaning. You know what I'm saying? So, but he kept trying me. So I did it for about a month. Then I quit. So it was time for me to show up for court. Like, who's almost finalizing our divorce, whatnot. And my wife had decided to be petty because I had switched jobs. And, I had solidly moved to Atlanta. So, Atlanta is like king of the gays. That's where all the gays are. And, being that my ex-wife, she knew what was what. She knew T. So she was like real mad that I had solidly made the move from our hometown to Atlanta. She knew I was going to be getting it in. So she was kind of mad about that shit. So I had missed 1 week of child support. And it wasn't nothing but a $50 payment. But keep in mind, I was giving her above what the $50 was supposed to be any goddamn way. You know, like 1 week I'm giving you 300. The next 2 weeks I'm giving you 200. You get what I'm saying? But they only had me locked in to do 50 because they couldn't base anything upon a bonus check that could be a possibility or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they had to base it on my hourly pay. But being that I was still getting that bonus money and we were still cool, you know what I'm saying? We was still kind of semi-fucking. So I was like, I'm going to look out for you. I ain't going to leave you fucked. I ain't going to just pay you no $50 a week. I'm going to, try and look out. But she found out about the move, so she tell her attorney that I'm behind a week in child support or whatever. And being that I had quit working for my attorney, walking around butt booty naked, and his dude had tried me, he had basically said something about sucking my dick. And that's, the real deal why it was like they was pushing it to the limit. And I wasn't attracted to either or. So when we in court, he say, you got the money to pay this behind? I said, no. I get paid tomorrow, so I just shoot her some money tomorrow. And he said, well, I hope you got your toothbrush with you, because you're going to jail. I said, for $50? Truly, I ain't going to jail for $50. Bitch, her attorney got up there and sang a little song and dance, about, us arguing, and I made a move, and, I'm buying this and I'm buying that, and I'm behind in child support. And the attorney the judge says finally, you're my first case of the day. I want you to turn around and look at all the men in the gallery. And he said, go ahead, turn around. And I turned around, I looked. He said, I know you only owe $50, but I'm going to make an example of you. I'm going to go ahead and have you locked up until you pay them $50. I said, you can't be serious. And them bitches locked me up, handcuffs and all, because I ain't have $50. But mainly because I ain't fucked my attorney. And mainly because I ain't let his husband suck my dick. So, see, dick is a powerful thing. You just gotta keep your dick under wraps. And know the power you got hanging between your motherfucking legs.